Hey, what's up, you guys? We are back with another one. I know it's been a while. It's been 1 week since no, seriously, it's been about I think 3 weeks now. Last time I did a video was on my birthday. So a lot has happened. In fact, I've been overdue for a video for quite some time now. I was really excited to get to the video, but then I just got overwhelmed with the information in it, so I wound up procrastinating another week, and I'm like, tonight we are doing it, no matter what. It's going to happen, Captain. So here it is. As you guys can tell, got a nice little mark. I forgot everything's reversed here. Ew, well. Anyway, yeah, work's been beating me up, as you can see. Still did it again. Yeah, I just been working hard trying to get that money in there, deploying it into the accounts, and trying to track that progress. I am now in the process of teaching myself Excel. That's right, so I can look like the rest of the YouTubers with their little line documents showing you exactly how much you guys don't care about that. But no, it's going to be a more formatted version that I can kind of just put into these videos and just show you guys like an Excel spreadsheet of each portfolio and what they're doing, instead of just having to record and go straight into the website and record the screen and all that. But first and foremost, you guys are probably wondering, dude, what's up with clickbait title? Are you how you made money from really, dude? Really? Are you gonna be that guy? Are you really gonna be that guy and try to sell out to get views? Well, you know what? First and foremost, I don't even know why I'm being attacked by these hypothetical people that are saying these hypothetical things. But first and foremost, yes, it is a clickbait title. It is a very clickbaity title, but I promise it is not for the views, okay? Seriously, I did make money from nothing, and I'm going to just jump right into it. I was thinking about, let me just give them all the other boring stuff first and then make them wait till the end, and I was like, it's the technology age, bro. They can just fast forward the video. So I'm just going to jump into it right now just so you guys don't feel cheated or you feel like I'm not 100% transparent or anything, but we are going to jump into it right now. I'm going to show you guys how I made money from nothing. I think I made $73 from literally doing nothing. In fact, I actually made money from a negative, an overdrawn bank account. If that that's insane. Anyway, we're going to jump right into it right now.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and leave a comment.
Okay guys, so this is exactly how I made money out of thin air, because I am a magician and bam, it just happens like that. No, not really. Okay, this is what happened, okay? I put in $500 into my Gemini. I opened up a position on an account with Gemini so that I can open up a position in cryptocurrency, mainly Bitcoin and Ethereum. So with this, I decided that I was going to put 500 in there. Immediately when I put it in there, I already lost like $50, but that's because it's so volatile. But it's okay, don't worry about it. So I had $500 in there. My portfolio is right here. Here we are moving along. January 29th, 448, bam, 449, bam, 432, bam, 441, 471. Oh, getting back up to that $500 initial investment. Okay, bam, 504. We have now made $4.82, and I just made this investment not even February 1, 2, 3, 4, not even 5 days ago, and we're already up. We're already up. That's amazing, because cryptocurrency is super, super volatile, mainly Bitcoin. Okay, now this is how I made the money. Okay, 504. It went down to 492, okay? Now, it was at this point that he realized that he had messed up. Okay, I messed up, okay? So my account that it came from, I also had something else tap that account. So it was a negative checking account that I did an ACH transfer on, okay? Gemini fronted me the money 5 days ago. Like, hey, dude, it's cool. We know the transfer's coming. Hey, we'll just give you $500 up front to cover it, until that happens. So, of course, I sank all of it into Bitcoin, okay? Now, what had happened was they realized the money wasn't in there. They pulled that money back out because they can't give me money that doesn't exist. You can't just create nothing from nothing, But that's what you claimed in the video title, Glenn. You're lying to us. Don't worry, baby birds. I'm gonna feed you. Calm down. Okay, so immediately they pull out the $500 investment, okay, because it wasn't supported, okay? Bam. Right here, we're down to $14.72. Now, I wish I would have made the video when it happened. I really wanted to, but I was going through a lot. And I just procrastinated, honestly. But I can't go back. This is only on the 1 month chart. I tried to go back to the 1 week thing, and it only goes up to the $73. Now, what I wanted to show you guys is when they took the money out, it had gained $14. But what I really wanted to show you is, I can't show it because it's not there anymore. But there was a point where this went from $4.92.56 down to negative $2.59. So it was actually negative, okay? But this is just how amazing my luck is, and I just want to thank God, because this has got to be nothing other than just divine intervention. If you realize that I'm an idiot and I have no idea what I'm doing besides taking my paychecks and socking it into these stocks, trying to find out what works and what doesn't work in order to give my friends and family the refined version, like, hey, you don't have to waste your money doing this because I already screwed up 5 years of my life. Here, just invest in this because it's proven. I can prove it to you, and I know. That's my whole goal, okay? So I wish I could have showed you guys this when it was negative, like $2.90 some cents or whatever, because it literally went from a negative account to $73, and I did absolutely nothing. I screwed up. I did more than nothing. Not only did I not do nothing, I also screwed up on top of not doing nothing. So that, like, but anyway, what I'm trying to get across is, long story short, in summary, what happened was they took the money out, but Bitcoin had accrued so much money that it had went above the initial 500 that I put in there, okay? And when they took out the 500, they could only take out the 500 because that's all they fronted me, but it had gained a little few dollars before that time period was up, which is what you see here, the 1472. Now, if we're trugging along, February 6th, it went to 21. 14 to 21 in one day. Then February 7th, it dropped down to $12 from 21 to 12 in one day. So we're up and then down instantly. And then check this out. My boy Elon Musk decides that he's going to put all of Tesla's cash reserve, all the cash on hand Tesla had, and just put it all into Bitcoin, 1.5 billion. So we go from 1291 to boom, 73.28, and your boy did nothing, exactly nothing. All I did was make my bank account negative. Yeah, we out here doing big things, making big money. You already know what it is, man. I'm doing big things. Look at this. Nah, let me stop, guys. But I cannot explain to you guys how excited and giddy I am, knowing that I screwed up, but yet I was still taken care of. And not because I'm smart, not because not because of anything else besides just I was at the right place at the right time. I had screwed up at the right place in the right time. Well, when Elon pumped all that money into there, obviously my $12.91 went to $73. And so this account's kind of been teeter-tottering ever since. But right now it's at $74. So I did nothing for that money, bro. I did absolutely nothing for that money. So, yeah, when my money doesn't go to the accounts, I kind of get into like a little depression mode or whatever, because I had $500 just sitting on the sidelines and it wasn't earning me any interest. And that bugged me, bro. Like, cash burns a hole in my pocket. Like, I don't need it there. I do not want cash. I don't want money, man. I want money, but I don't want money. If it's not gaining any type of interest, then, dude, my life is a living wreck. But just thought I'd show you guys that. It was pretty cool. I made $74, $73, whatever, from doing absolutely nothing. And I figured, what a better way to get you guys back in here to watch these videos, just to show you guys that, yes, I'm just trying to log information and bring it to you guys in hopefully a way that it'll be effective for you guys, and you guys don't have to kind of do all the heavy lifting. I'm hoping that I can do all the heavy lifting and give you guys a finalized product. But this was amazing, and icing on the cake and then some. This account's been like this ever since, so really excited about that, guys. I went from literally negative $2.90 some cents to $73, $74. So that's amazing. But this doesn't happen every day. Do not think that this happens every day. Literally, I was at the right place in the right time. If Elon Musk did not take that 1.5 billion and inject that into Bitcoin that day, none of this would have happened. And it would have been a way different story, guys. I'm telling you, it'd be a way different story. In fact, I should be so thankful and so happy that Elon literally made me $74. So when I get richer than Elon one day, I'm going to send him a check for $74 because, whew, that was powerful, man. But anyway, guys, we're going to move on to some of this other stuff because there's been a lot that these last 3 weeks have shown me. So here we go. Okay, so that was my first screw up, but thank God it worked out perfectly, okay? Now, this next one is another thing that I did in these last 3 weeks of not making a video. And this mistake, honestly, your boy Elon Musk couldn't save me from, okay? So I'll show you guys all the detail with it right now. I still haven't figured out how to get my face in the video along with what I'm trying to show you on my computer screen. But anyway, long story short, a while back, about like 2-3 weeks ago, there was Wall Street Bets is a Reddit sub forum, and they were bringing up a lot of ruckus, man. I mean, like, man, we had Wall Street's Bets, we had Gamestop, we had Elon Musk, we had so much monumental stuff happen. Okay, so long story short, okay, there's these hedge funds, okay. We took some money from the hedge funds. It was all legal. It's okay. That's what they do to us on a daily basis. And pretty much the 1% were bleeding on Wall Street that day trying to recuperate their losses. All because people realized that if they just join together, regardless of your religious beliefs or political beliefs or favorite football team, if you guys all just pull together, that you could literally break the free market. And that's exactly what they did. People realized that the free market, they own it, okay? But then a lot of other things kind of revealed itself too, okay? Everybody started shorting GameStop, and they had a whole plan of when you're gonna get out of it and all this good stuff, okay? And then they had another list. They had a whole list of companies that they were going to attack. Now, long story short, these hedge fund companies screwed up, okay? They literally shorted themselves 100% on these options, okay? Even beyond 100%. So they pretty much, at that point, they were like literally going to a casino and was like, hi, yes, my life savings, I'd like to bet it on red. And then everybody was like, hey, these guys over here are betting on red. If we bet on black and actually win, that would be a lot. Nah, there was more to it, okay? And there's hundreds of videos out there of what just went down. But long story short, I like to think of myself as an investor that is emotionally dead to the changes of the market. But on that day, I was not, okay? You know how I said from the first investment, I was and how I screwed that up, but it came out good. And I was exactly at the right place at the right time, and that's the only reason why that happened. Well, in this case, I was at the wrong place at the wrong time, drinking the wrong Kool-Aid, not even knowing who any of these people were. And because of that, I lost money. So thank you, Elon, for recuperating maybe like 1/3 of what I lost on AMC, which was an investment that was completely my fault, okay? See, there's two types of investing out there, okay? You have active investing and you have passive investing. I'm a passive investor, okay? I listen to podcasts every day at work, and every technique that I have learned has mainly been for that of passive, safe investing, meaning that when we deploy money, it's rare that we lose money. It just slowly grows over time. It's not sexy. It's not pretty. Okay? Nobody wants to do it because it takes forever, but it is what it is. It works. It's proven. I've got an account that just made me almost $3,000 from doing safe stuff. Okay? So I screwed up. Okay? Everybody was the hype. I let it get to me, guys. And this is another thing. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you guys a short list of just tips that went through my head that I ignored. Things that my instinct was telling me, hey, remember this guy from the podcast said that you shouldn't get FOMO, which is fear of missing out, Glenn. But I'm like, but dude, AMC and people are paying off their mortgages with just a few dollars, and I want some of that. And I'm just like, but FOMO means that your fear of missing missing out. Don't do it, because you're going to keep on chasing the next hottest trend and the hottest this and that, and you're going to lose money. And I didn't listen, and I lost money. And it's okay, dude, because you know what? At the end of the day, I'm still bringing my next paycheck to these people, and they can burn it in my face or redeploy my money. It doesn't matter, okay? I screwed up. That was on me. Had nothing to do with Wall Street's bets. I literally was passively investing and tried to passively invest in something that was actively invested. Those are, you start getting into active investing, you're talking about day trading, you're talking about short trading. Look, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. It's 100% transparency on this channel, okay? I don't lie to you guys. I don't front to you guys. I don't try to act like I'm rich and I'm not. All the money you see on here, you guys already know that's fake, okay? The only thing that you actually see that's real is what's in the accounts. But like, I don't want to come off as that person, okay? So yes, I did lose money. I'm going to keep it real with you guys on my wins and my losses. And that's another thing. People don't talk about their losses a lot, but I screwed up. Okay, and I screwed up monumentally. I didn't even get to the part of how bad I screwed up, okay? Not only did I buy AMC, which was something that I was supposed to day trade and get in and get out to make a little bit of money. I keep remembering this is PG-13, so I'm trying not to flip out here, but me, so stupid. I put $400 of AMC in my Roth IRA. Oh no, what are you doing? No. You don't ever do that, bro. Roth IRAs, you can only put $6,000 in every year, okay? That's the cap limit, okay? And that's because it is a tax-free brokerage, meaning that anything that grows in there, Uncle Sam can't get his greedy fingers on. So that means everything that you make is all yours and can't nobody take anything from you. Well, I screwed up $400 worth of my buying power for the year of 2021 because I've already lost $250 in the AMC that I put $400 into. So not only am I down $200 on that, it'll probably never recover, but I'm not going to sell. I'm going to hold it long term because that's honestly the only option that I have at this point. But I wasted $400 of buying power that I could have put in a strong company like Tesla or Apple or Microsoft or Procter & Gamble, whatever, dude. I could have put it into that, and it's just my money wouldn't have lost anything, okay? And it's just so crucial to get Roth IRAs right because you can only put $6,000 every year into that. And I know $6,000 sounds like a lot, but once you finally wrap your head around these different investment vehicles and how they're supposed to be used and which ways you're supposed to use them, for me, I'm realizing that I screwed up the Roth IRA. There's $400 in there that's just dead money. But I'm going to stay hopeful. I'm not going to sell. I'm going to leave it in there. But I know from now on, let that be a lesson. Thank God I only wasted $400. And thank God I didn't sink like my entire year's worth of a contribution into a crap stock that should not be in a Roth IRA, okay? Guys, remember, these are investments and these are investment vehicles, okay? The investments are the stocks you buy. The investment vehicles are where you buy them from. Robinhood, Vanguard, is it coming from a 401k? Is it coming from an IRA, okay? All of this matters and all of this is crucial. And I screwed up and I'm going to be hard on myself because that's how we have to be. But at the end of the day, I'm not mad. I'm not going to lose sleep over this, okay? I didn't lose sleep when I screwed up. I sure as hell am not going to lose sleep after I realize I screwed up. But it's definitely going to be docked up here for information. Yeah, we're not doing that. I don't care if the whole world, I don't care if you don't have a stock of it and the whole world does. You're not putting that in a place where it does not belong, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the data right now into my brokerage account. Just kind of show you guys how I bought the $400 of AMC shares. Show you guys how they depreciated because you'll sure get a kick out of me losing money since it's not you. But you guys can see that. And then I also tried to salvage a little bit. I put $700 into O Reality Company, which is an income. It's a dividend paying stock. It pays every month. So I figured since I screwed up $400 worth of it, let me put the $700 in something that will kick out a check every month. And even though it's slow, maybe I can make up for the stupid AMC screw up. But yeah, here we go. Okay, here we go. This is my Roth IRA. I got it with Vanguard. Okay, right down here, you guys can see that I spent $401 on 28 shares of AMC at $14 a share. Stupid mistake. I will remember this. Glenn will remember. Kind of like those was that, the Walking Dead Telltale games? I always thought that was funny. Glenn will remember. But anyway, so I screwed up right here, okay? This 400 that went in there, it went to AMC shares. Should not have done that, but you know what? I'm going to hang on to that, and maybe in a year or so, or maybe 6 months, if they ever pop back up and revive, maybe that might be a video I can show you guys. But here is where I felt so guilty about this 400 that I took $700 out of my recent paycheck, and I bought 11 shares of Reality Income at 62. These are the guys that pay every month a dividend. I believe it is of like $2.80 or something. It's small. It's nothing sexy. Like I said, it's slow and steady wins the race. Don't try to be like the hair, because I did, and the hair got burnt. But yeah, so there's that. This is just a Roth IRA right now. This is at, the total assets are at $15,460. So I am really happy about that. Let me just see if I can get. Let me see if I can get the cost basis going here. Yeah. So right now, okay, it looks like I'm in at $13,000, 307. And we are at 16,141. So definitely pretty cool. I like that. Like I said, I started this a year ago. Just like with all these accounts, they started around the same time. I don't have much in here. A lot of dividend stuff right here, with the exception of AMC. But mainly it's VTI. Okay, if you look here, I got literally like $7 grand of VTI, and then another $3 grand of VT-Sax, which is the mutual fund version of VTI essentially. So yeah, not much here. We're up in this account. This is one of my stronger accounts, because it's got to be strong. It's got to be strong. It's a Roth IRA, and you got to make sure you guys get these things right. Okay. So, yep, there it is. That's my two mistakes. I was going to give you guys a portfolio update, but honestly, we don't have much moving right now. Like I said, I opened up a new position. I cut my paychecks in half, and I send half to the boring and slow and steady stuff, and then the other half goes to, we're doing cryptocurrency, mainly Bitcoin, Ethereum. Yeah, I'm trying to get like two sides going of maybe like dividend paying stocks that are really slow moving, but they kick you out checks. Put half of the paycheck into that, and the other half of the paycheck move it into a little bit more faster moving stocks. Maybe some more Tesla, because that's never hurt me ever. Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's the three main money makers that I know of right now. Okay, I'm not vouching. I'm not saying anything. I don't know too much, but in my accounts, these are the strongest movers that I've seen. So I really want to see if I can focus more time on them, more resources. Maybe it'll be fruitful. The whole goal is, if I ever did make a giant chunk off of something that is a fast moving stock, like an Apple, a Tesla, or something like that, if it was an initial giant jump of like just a mass of money or something like that, I would never leave it in there. I would always kind of skim off the top and take it and move it to the non-sexy account. Okay, that's right. I'm going to take the sexy, and I want it to get ugly. Okay, I want all of the ugly. I want all of it right now. But no, seriously, I want to take all of that money and put it into the non-sexy stuff. That way that I can kind of preserve that capital, keep more of it, and not have to risk losing too much of it, all while making a little bit more here and there. But for the rest of the video, okay, so you guys can tune out now if you even made it this far. I doubt you have, but it's all good. I love my viewers. I'm just going to give you guys a couple of tips. Mainly, I'm going to give myself a couple of tips, and I'm going to say them out loud, and I'm going to record myself so people don't think that I'm crazy, and then maybe you guys can take this as something that might help you. So, I just some notes I've been writing in my phone over the last 2 weeks. I've been listening to podcasts and what I've been like going through emotionally, and with the investing and all that, and just like little tidbits that I thought might help some people. It's general, it's real basic knowledge, but I said don't time the market, dollar cost average instead. Okay, so this is This is, don't save up a giant chunk of money and wait for the markets to go up and down and then try to deploy it when it's at its lowest. Don't try to do that. It does sound like it would work. In some cases it does, but 9 times out of 10 you lose money. This is what we've been taught as safe investors, as value investors. Don't time the market. DCA. DCA is dollar cost average. That means whenever you get paid from your job, wherever you get money from, okay, mainly a paycheck, try to invest on that day, okay? Try to just get that money in the accounts no matter what. It doesn't have to be a giant amount, okay, but all dollar cost averaging is that you, every time you get paid, you're putting a little bit here, you're putting a little bit wherever, okay? It's you're not holding your cash on the sidelines trying to time the market like, yeah, if it gets real low, then I'll be able to deploy this and then don't do all that, okay? Just get your money from your employer, put your stuff in, set it, forget it. Don't think about it no more. Don't let that emotional thing hold you down. Oh, I got to keep checking my stuff. Don't do that, man. We ain't got time for that. There's a million other things in this universe we need to be focused on other than stocks. Now, I'm not saying that investing is bad or anything, but the more passive you can get with it, the better. In fact, I've listened to so many podcasts. I don't have the statistics for it, but I've listened to so many podcasts that a quick Google search will confirm this, okay? So many podcasts that they said that the people that tried to time the markets were often the ones that lost out the most, okay? And that's just because you're not buying on the days that it's high. You're not buying on the days that it's low. You're trying to time it specifically. But when you dollar cost average, some days you buy it when it's high. Some days you buy it when it's low. And over time, there's more days where you buy and you get a giant deal than there are days where you buy and it doesn't make so much of a deal. Okay, you understand what I'm trying to say here? I hope you guys do. But that's the main thing. Don't time the market. My phone keeps cutting out here, and it's really making me look unprofessional. I really gotta talk to AT&T about this, because I don't even use AT&T. Get out of here. I invest in them though. Okay, but look, here's another one. Don't get FOMO. We talked about this a little bit earlier. Glenn got FOMO. Glenn got wrecked. RIP. Rest in peace. Because Glenn got FOMO, and Glenn knew not to get FOMO, but Glenn still got it. Foaming at the mouth with the FOMO. FOMO is just an acronym for fear of missing out. Okay? And I feared that I would miss out on Gamestop. Actually, I knew that I was too late for Gamestop, but I was like, "Oh, I'm so good. I'll just get into with the AMC, and that'll be fine, and that'll be no. I didn't know what I was doing. Don't get fear of missing out. Okay, that's the number one thing. Chasing hot trends. You never want to chase hot trends, dude. Chasing hot trends is so bad. It's so bad. Here was another thing that brought up a real realization with me. I deploy all my paychecks every time I get paid, and I literally struggle for 2 weeks. I don't really struggle, but I do, okay? But the whole thing is this, okay? Have cash on the sidelines. But Glenn, you just said don't have cash on the sidelines and don't try to time the market. So why would we have cash on the sidelines? And the whole point of it is, if I drop my phone one more time in this video, it will be documented that I did this. Okay, but no, seriously, you need cash on the sidelines. Not a lot, whatever makes you comfortable. I didn't have cash on the sidelines. My guilty sin, I wanted to invest in some Dogecoin, okay? I had all my friends talking about Dogecoin, blowing my phone, bro, and I'm like, man, I am really trying to get up in here, but I had an issue. I didn't have the cash. I didn't have cash parked on the sidelines because I just push all my money and just shove it into the market every time I get it. So I'm going to work on that. I'm not going to have a lot of cash on the sidelines or anything like that, but maybe just enough that if something does pop up last minute and I do have the time aspect of getting in on this new hot tip or whatever, and I see that I have enough time to make a profit, then yeah, that would be a perfect example of having cash on the sidelines. Another thing that I wrote is, if you hear news about something, it's too late. That just rang through my head as I was hearing about the GameStop. I said that I don't get emotionally involved with my stocks or anything like that. I said that I don't really lose any sleep. But I will be honest with you guys, when this Wall Street bets things was going down with AMC, Nokia, BlackBerry, and GameStop, all that stuff, dude. And then Elon Musk, my boy, was pumping in money. Oh man, dude. I literally, I think it was It was a Wednesday and a Thursday. I got 3 hours of sleep the one day. So I was up like 48 hours and only had 3 hours of sleep. And then I did it again the next day. Another 48 hours. And that time I only got 2 hours of sleep. So it was rough. I went to work irritable, but I was also excited, dude, because I felt like our generation got one in on the 1%, on the rigged systems of the wealthy, the elite, whatever you want to call it. I felt like our generation took a piece of the pie back, dude. And even though I didn't profit from it, okay, and I had nothing to do with it because I was too late, I was so ecstatic that I am alive in this time period. To know that we just bankrupted, not we, what we, man, we're all in this together, man. We bankrupted a hedge fund company, dude, and then we had all of Wall Street shook. Like, we seen some sketchy stuff with Robinhood. We seen laws popping up, man. We seen a lot of sketchy stuff. People realized within 3 days that the free market was not actually a free market. That the corruption just goes deeper and deeper. And my first thought when all this was going down is, oh my God, Robinhood is selling shares out of people's portfolios. Oh my God, Robinhood's not letting people buy shares of GameStop. Oh my goodness, all of these platforms are just... And then the first thing that popped in my head when I was hearing all this is like, wow, holy crap, these people don't even care that they're being evil out in the open, rigging the system. I was like, dude, that's... First thing that popped in my head is... That's probably going to make everybody go to cryptocurrency because it's unregulated and decentralized by the government. And with all these people messing with your stuff, you know, it's supposed to be like, hey, this is all yours. And, you know, this is the way it's always been. And then next thing you know, people are going into their accounts and they can't sell and they can't buy. And they're getting restricted on the times of when they need to get out. And they can't sell, not because of anything on their end, but because of the platform they're using. Like, that's crazy, bro. That is so corrupted. But you know what? I lost sleep over it. I'm not going to do it again. I'm really excited. I'm so proud that we're making headway. People are coming together. People are saying this stuff. That always warms my heart, knowing that we are not just a bunch of separated people with all these labels slapped on us, keeping us fighting at each other's throats. That really makes me happy. Like, I went to work with no sleep, all 100% motivation fueled. Like, was just like, yeah, man, yeah. I was so excited, man. So, yeah, so, whew, if I say so one more time, I think my tongue might fall out. But, yeah, I wrote some notes. I said, I don't lose sleep over any of my investments. I am emotionally dead to my investing. That sounds pretty. However, I got 5 hours of sleep in a 72-hour period where I was getting off work, researching as much as I could about what happened with Reddit and Wall Street bets. I believe in the ideology of sticking together. Yeah, so, yeah, man, it was crazy. So then, that was another note that I wrote down. I put company analysis versus behavior analysis. Now, this goes with all of this stuff. Like, you had all the old heads like, these kids are crazy. We gave them a $600 stimulus check, and they just put it into a bankrupted GameStop company. Why? Like, and they're like, people are like, you had like this battle of old versus young, experience versus inexperienced, people who really care, people who don't care at all. Like, dude, people were clashing at each other, man. But it shows that, like, back in the day, for like when you would invest in a stock, you do company analysis. You look at a company and you literally break down the numbers and you find out, is this company, you analyze that company, okay? That's how it would be to invest in a stock, to see if, you know, to get an idea if that was a good stock to invest in. But now we're entering the times of behavior analysis. Now it's, I don't care. Elon Musk said invest in it, so I'm investing in it. You can't tell me nothing. We like the stock. Diamond hands. We're going to the moon. I love it. I love it. I'm here for it, dude. This is so many times in our past history. I'm listening to old podcasts from the Money Guy show, okay? And he's talking about when the crash happened back in 2007, 2008. And everybody back then was screaming, oh, it's a paradigm shift. This is new for investing. This is a new shift in paradigm. Everything's changing. And usually when people say that, nothing changes whatsoever. But I genuinely believe that this may actually be a paradigm shift. Like, absolutely. Man, I don't know. I don't want to get into too much speculation. I don't want people bringing up my videos and be like, oh, well, you predicted this back then and you were wrong. And then I'm just going to be like, wah, you're right, wah. Because I don't know what else to do. But I also don't want to be like on CNN, like, look, this guy predicted it. He was absolutely right. Because I'm going to be on TV like, I don't know what I do. Wah, wah. So either way, this is all speculation, okay? I personally, I hear so much advice and investing, all kinds of stuff, okay? And I literally, I will not discredit anything, okay? I will let it go in, absorb, and it will lay dormant there. And then there'll be times when it'll just like pop out. And that's how it's supposed to be with investing, okay? No one rule is supposed to outlaw the other. It's crazy. It's chaotic. Literally, just there's a list of sayings. Just look up Warren Buffett's like amazing list of amazing advice. What was my favorite one is that he does is it says, you can always tell who was swimming naked when the current goes out. Like that's a perfect example of, you thought your risk tolerance was really, really high, but you keep complaining about the market being down, which shows me that your risk tolerance isn't that high because you're losing sleep over it. It's affecting you. Yeah, you're out there having fun. Everybody's swimming naked, having fun until the current comes out, and then you get to see who's out there swimming with their clothes off. You know what I mean? You see that because you're like, oh, you were doing something you should not have been doing. Hello, this whole video is about that. I was doing something I had no right to be in whatsoever. I am a passive investor, okay? A value investor. That means that I invest in solid companies and I barely do anything else, okay? I just try to get the money in there and let the companies work for me, okay? But then I seen all my little day trader friends, and I didn't even know they were day traders. I'm like, hey man, that looks kind of cool. I want to come over there and see what that's all. Wow, would you look at this? Would you look at that? And bam, $400. Gone, just like that. Stupid. That's what you get, stupid. But it's okay, guys, okay? Because we all make mistakes, and this is what this channel is about. I'm documenting it. I'm showing it to you guys. Hopefully, you guys can learn from this. Yeah, you guys are probably going to learn from this. I hope you guys learn from this. Please learn from this. Don't lose $400. These last 2 weeks at work has been terrible. No, I'm kidding. But, yeah, so that's pretty much it. I don't think I have anything else for you guys today. Here we go. Elon Musk, his tweets have power. That was another note I put in my phone. I'm just going to run through all my notes in my phone, my photos in my note. I'm still in my work clothes. I had to get this video out because I wasn't going to do it to you guys. I knew that I just would have procrastinated, and I had to get it out. I had to let these people know what's going on, man. History just went down in the markets, believe it or not. But another thing is, I had an old guy, literally, this wasn't a note that I heard from a podcast. Literally, an old guy once said to me at an old job, the only people that will change the way things have always been is going to be the younger generation. And that has always stuck to me. And then just seeing what happened with Wall Street's bets and all that stuff going down, dude, that warmed my heart. That was prime example of something that somebody said to me, and that information laid in here dormant, and then boom, it popped up. I was like, man, old guy was right, man. It's always the young people that just change up the game. Here's another one. It says, big hat, no cattle. I heard this from Brian Preston, the money guy. I'm giving you a shout out. Please don't sue me. I have no money. I do have money. It's in my investments. You can get a little sneak preview if you watch my old videos. But no, he said, big hat, no cattle. That was, I found that hilarious, those Southern references. That is pretty much slang for having a large income but a small net worth. You live paycheck to paycheck. I see this so much. I don't even want to harp on this because, like, it breaks my heart, bro. I've got some of my closest friends and family that live paycheck to paycheck. Not like I do, but they live paycheck to paycheck, man. Like, they have a big hat and they have no cattle. They look like they're this big successful rancher with their little giant cowboy hat, but they have not a single cow, nor sheep, nor nothing, chicken. Look at all these chicken. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And it's like, it's the prime example of having a large income and literally a small net worth. What are you doing with that money? Are you the guy that goes out there that buys the new car off the lot? Are you the guy that never pays off that car, and every time they call you at the end of the year, do you roll that car's payment that you didn't finish paying off into the new hottest car of the next year? Do you do that? Like that's mainly what I'm seeing is people that's just trying to emulate being rich, being wealthy, and they aren't. And it frustrates me to no end. There's no condescending bone in my body when it comes to this. It just breaks my heart. I get so passionate about this. Like, I've watched people go their whole lives, and it's biblically in the Bible. Okay, regardless if you believe or not. Like, I don't want to get any type of religious or political here, but dude, if you continue to pay a lender, you will always be a slave to said lender. When are people going to realize that debt is how this works, man? This is how we stay where we are. Sometimes we just gotta break out of that, man. And I'm not saying do like me. My situation is specific. It's special. No one can ever recreate my situation, okay? And a couple YouTube videos later, I'll tell you guys exactly. I'll keep it all 100%. But right now, I'm just going to keep up with this. But you don't have to do what I do. You don't have to do what the guy next to you does. Focus on yourself. Worry about what's on your own plate. The only time you should be looking at your neighbor's plate is to make sure they got enough food on it, bruh. What is wrong with this world? Like, we do not need Gucci and Gabbana. I don't even know how to say it, because I never own it. I will never own it unless it's a stock that's doing well, then I might. But no, seriously, it's man, we are just slaves to these lenders. So I see it all the time, man. Do not be a big hat with no cattle. You make sure you wear the smallest hat there is, and you make sure your cattle are many. And with that, that's how I'm going to end the video. You guys, make sure your hats are small and non-existent, and your cattle are mas. Straight like that. How do you exit this thing? It still didn't exit. I clicked the space.